Alright, today I got a couple things here we're going to be testing, so let me show you what we got. So, we have the Haiboxing 18859A, and we're going to get some speed rips on it. I got the SkyRC GNSS analyzer thing in there. We've got a little mount for it. It works great for the Armas, but doesn't quite fit in here. But it does act as a buffer to where I can put the strap around, so it's not really going to move too much. Then we have some other tires here. I've been kind of running them around a little bit just to see if they, do anything or not. And they seem to work pretty well. I don't know what the speed is. And the final thing that we're going to be checking here is the 3D printed thumbstick for one-handed control. So we're going to check all these out here. I'm going to start with probably this one, go to this one, and then this one. I'll let you know which one I like, as well as we'll get some speed on both of these as well. So I might have to split this up into more than one video. It just depends on how long it becomes. Alright, so first things first, we are using an old iPhone, and we got the power on a GNSS. You can see the little power button there. Kind of push to the side there so you can kind of tell it's on. So basically we're going to run track. Oh, wait a minute. I guess I got to wait for the GPS signal to catch up. So let's give it a minute to do that. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put the top and everything on it here. Alright, so we got the top on here. So let's see how many satellites. Oops, I pulled out of it here. So it's showing 7 right now. Let's see if that's enough. Yep, that's enough. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit start. That way we can track it. Put this in my pocket, and we'll get one of these things on here so we can kind of check it out. So I'm thinking something like that. So let me get it hooked up here. Alright, so this is something like what you want here. That way you can turn. I don't have full motion there, so I'm going to kind of slide it up a little more. If I can get this thing to move. There we go. Let's see if I get full travel now. Yeah, I got full travel now. Okay, so that'll work. Let's get this on here. Get some speed rips and see what we can do here today. Alright. We got control. Okay, steering is off a little bit, so give me a minute to fix that up there. It looks okay. Maybe not. Hold on. Alright, so we got it going now. Basically what we're going to do is go down to the cul-de-sac and come back up. Yes, we got some noisy, annoying dogs. Alright. See if we can hit this right. Ah, okay. Okay, let's see where that's at, because that's pretty hard to control. Alright, so we got him back down here. That was pretty difficult to control. Let's see where we're at. So we're going to hit stop. Read 24 mile an hour. Okay. That's about what they claim to get. I think it's 30 something kilometers an hour or 40 or whatever. That's about right. So let's hit track, start, and this time I'm going to switch my control thing up there, see if maybe I can find one that works better. Okay, I opted for this one here because it has a thumb control where you can like just rub it up and down instead of trying to hold on to the bottom there. I think the other ones are going to be okay for crawling, but I think for what I'm doing here, this is going to be where it's at. Okay, so let's get him down there. Kind of taxi it down. Now I can drive it a lot better now. Even though the steering is off. That's okay. It's off pretty good, but all right. So here we go. Much easier to control for sure. Still kind of a handful though, because it takes a little bit to get used to the one-handed routine. So I got a pretty good hit on that. I'm just going to let that be the speed here. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so let's hit stop, read. 23. Okay, so right about 23, 24. I still like this one a lot better. So let's get the other tires on and see what we get with that. Alright, so we're going to try these tires now. Okay, so we still have the Sky RC running right now, so it should be catching everything we're doing here. So we're going to do the same thing, take it down here and see what we get for speed. Kind of hard to see such a little car all the way down there, but alright, here we go. Get it stopped. Alright, flip this way, make sure there's nothing coming. Alright, here we go. Pretty good little hit. See what we got. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. So now we're going to hit stop. Read. 25 mile an hour. Okay, so we increased it just a little bit. All right, that's pretty cool. So now I'm just going to take the well, I'll just leave the speed meter on there right now, I guess. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to kind of run it up and down the street here a little bit and just have a little play. This thing's got great response time. And it's only a 16 to 18 scale, whatever it is. Pretty cool. It gets up in boogies pretty good for 2S. I mean, for a kid playing in the street or even an adult like me, I really enjoy it. Don't have to get the big cars out. It takes just a few minutes to charge. I mean, it's quite a bit of fun. These little street tires are pretty cool too. They're Go RC, I do believe. They look pretty slick on here. Wish I had some pink or purple ones though. Make it look a little sleeker. All right, now we're gonna go back to the other tires and might do a little bit of jumping. Okay. Do I need to explain? Let's check it out here. I knocked the light out already. Hold on a minute, let me put it back in. All right, got him back in here. So get lined up again. We got a shorter line. We don't really need that much run here. Let's check it out. I keep hitting them right on the front. Didn't come out that time though. There we go, that's a good one. The bigger tires, they can roll on the grass decent. Alright, let's try it again. Let's see if I can get some better luck here in the grass. A little bit, I guess. There we go. A little wet out here. You know, we've had some rain and stuff, so. And I'm still one-handed driving, so I'm not quite used to this yet. I'm not quite going full speed. So I don't think I really need to, as bad as I'm driving. Wow. Alright, let's see if we can get a better hit. Nope. So it's kind of wet out, so when it hits the ramp, it does like to slide. Then I'm driving one-handed, and you know, I'm going through grass, so got a lot of different things working against it right now. There's a decent one. You can hear it just sliding real bad on the ramp though. It's just got a lot of moisture out here still. I seem to think that I can run it better when I get a little bit of a run up to it. Just kind of run it slow like I'm doing now, and then I'll hit it like at the end. Seems to run a little bit better that way. Until I do something like that. Alright, so we're just going to give it a little bit of a high speed passes here. Hopefully you can see that. I'll do it two-handed so I can get a little bit better control. I mean, this thing is pretty zippy. Okay, now that we got all the moisture off, let's see if we can get a decent run. Yeah. Hopefully you can see that there. I think you can. Apologize if you can't. Do a little jump here. So, 'cause, 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 ' It's actually really good at jumping.
Alright, so as you can tell, we had a blast. Ripped it around the yard. We tried some tires. And actually those little ones, they got an extra mile an hour, so I could probably do better than that, but that's okay. That's a good test. So we did that. We tried out all three of the thumb guards, which in my opinion, the best one is this one right here. I'm really sold on this one here. I'm probably going to get something to kind of put right there, but this is a pretty big deal for me. It'll come in handy really more so with like crawling and stuff like that, but I still like it. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, we had a little bit of fun in the yard, doing some jumps and things like that. And as you can see, the better jumps were, you know, right at the edge of the curb, because it's just like the right, the height and just the angle and stuff like that. Just everything was pretty cool on it. So yeah, I have a blast with this little thing here. It's never, at least as of yet. And as you can see, I'm not gentle on it at all. I just beat the crap out of it. I'm not the greatest driver. I never said I was, but have fun with it. So there again, we tested all these here. This is my favorite one. I do have to say, all three of them I actually enjoy. This one's probably my second favorite, and this is my least favorite, but only because of it doesn't really hold your finger. I do like how this comes way out here for your thumb. It just doesn't have like what this does, where your thumb can sit in there and kind of rock back and forth. I really enjoy that. This doesn't either, but it's a little easier to kind of grab and go because it's not as big as this. But this is still pretty cool and cheap and easy to print. So I mean, don't discount this either. You know, if you feel like this would be, you know, and it might be good for different style controllers too. Let me show you this. So this is one thing that I obviously didn't test, but each one is a little different. So let's just show you this right here. Here's the TQI, and when I'm running here, I can't even hardly reach the thumbstick, right? Here's my Dumbo that I really enjoy, right? I can reach it without, you know, anything on there. So you got two different kind of styles, okay? And that's just these right here. There's other styles as well, but these are the two that I use mainly. The Traxxas one and the Dumbo. I do have a Tactic as well, but the Tactic I only use for my Italian right now, because I think it's a great fit for that truck. But these work really well on the Dumbo. That's what I tried today, and I also tried it on the Haiboxing. And the Haiboxing one, it works fantastic. The Haiboxing is just like the Dumbo. It's got the same kind of feel. So that worked out really good on that. But I'm sure, you know, every controller is a little different. They have different distances and stuff too. So that long one might actually work better on something that's, you know, set up a little longer, like the Traxxas one. I really appreciate everybody watching, and we'll get this out again here soon. Thanks a lot, guys.
Break it down.